Chicago and Toronto. White are gone, Kingston, ATL and Houston. Maryland, the city beautiful. Magic in Orlando. The sun shining, now the sun shining loose. Always with me and I hope that they won't with me and my best friend.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes. We have a segment called Good Trouble on the show that I do. Yes. He's a Sigma. My cousin. Yes. Oh my God.
Well, all right, everybody. Let's get ready. But before we do, bring energy. It's time to start the Sandra Show.
That was a great trial run. Give yourselves a round of applause. Great job, everybody. Woo! I love it. I love it. We're almost there. Hey, here we go, Chris. Let's rock.
Let's do it again. Y'all get ready. It's time to start the Sandra Show.
Yes! Hello, everyone. Listen, welcome to the Sandra Show. We are so delighted to have y'all here today. Listen, this story today is crazy. I think it needs some music. What do y'all think, guys? All right, let's do it. Woo! This is the blues. This is the blues. This is the blues. News. Hey, y'all. Oh, yeah, we're still here like we never left. Now, hold up. It seems like every word got a price tag this year. Yes, Jimmy Kimmel got hit with a sudden suspension for speaking his mind. Now the whole world's in tension. Hollywood shouting, "This ain't how it should be." But baby, freedom of speech don't come for free. Rosie cussed out power. Wanda dropped a prayer. Ben Stiller chimed in, said the system ain't fair. Y'all know what? They said the system ain't fair. No. Chris Hayes called it plain, the worst attack I've seen. And child, it's looking like speech ain't what it used to mean. Now me, I ain't saying that name. Y'all know who I mean. But the weight of his shadow still shapes the scene. So speak if you must, but watch what you say, cause freedom got a fine, and they gonna make you pay. Go ahead, Lou. Suspended, words on trial. Hollywood's raging, freedom's fragile. Rosie loud, Wanda in prayer. Voices warning, be careful, people out there. Chris Hayes says, attack too deep. Freedom's price tag ain't nothing cheap. Say your truth, but know the fee. In today's America, y'all, freedom ain't free. No. We'll do it again, same time, same place. And we'll do it the Sandra Show way. This has been the Blue. Yeah. Woo. Yes, thank you. Listen, y'all. If you haven't heard, things have shifted a little bit in late night television.
Oh, man.
Someone that was there as a staple, it seems like would be there forever, is indefinitely gone. What do y'all think about that?
I'm going to miss Jimmy. I hope it's not all over. Maybe he'll return in some other form or some other media, you know, podcast maybe.
C'est possible.
I'll be there to watch and
It's
listen.
possible.
Yeah.
And with that being said, let's move on to another story. I need y'all to go ahead and get all comfy.
Come on now.
Grab your bubbly
Come on,
beverage
y'all.
and let's get this show started. Let's get it started. Woo! Y'all, behind every big festival and every thriving media empire is a dreamer who refused to quit. Even when the money ran out, the doors closed, and the weight felt unbearable. It's easy to celebrate the stage lights, the red carpets, the headlines, but what about the lonely nights, the doubts, and the sacrifices no one claps for? Today, we're sitting with two men who know that grind firsthand. Men who built platforms that didn't exist before, who gave artists and voices a stage when no one else would. This conversation isn't about the glamour. It's about the cost, the faith, the fight, and the choice to keep building when walking away would have been easier. Joining us to unpack this is AP Richard and Timothy Starks. How are you? It's so great to see you, gentlemen. Okay, well, let's get in now. Hey!
That's a bad boy right
Please
there.
have a seat. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
We're so delighted to have you both here. Would you take a moment, introduce yourselves, and tell us what do you do?
My name is Timothy Starks, and what I do, I'm the curator and founder of Urban Fest 360 and the producer as well. So I put everything together from curating the festival, directing the award show.
Wow.
And that's what I do.
I am AP Richard, and I am the CEO of United Spirits Media Group, a film and television production company that's now based here in Florida. We took it away from New York, we brought it here. And right now we working closely with Tim on Urban Fest, and I'm really grateful that they brought me in. Before we get started, I have a president of my company, Mr. Felton Pilot of Confunction. He wanted me to tell you hello.
Oh, wow.
And as soon as he comes here, he wants to come on your show.
Oh, I
right
would be
now.
delighted. Are we talking about the Confunction? Come on. Well, thank you so much for delivering that message. Please tell him I said hello, and I'm going to hold him to it.
Okay.
We'll be here.
Don't y'all want to hear some Confunction? Yes. All right. So let's talk about the first spark, gentlemen. Before all of this success, there was just a vision. Can you take us back to the very moment you said, I'm going to build this? And what gave you the courage to actually start?
So you know what? It was that moment of me being in the industry. I've been a card-carrying member of the Screen Actors Guild for over 30 years. So, you know, being on the other side, trying to get into festivals, you know, you're trying to get in, and filmmakers, independent filmmakers know you're trying to get into film festivals. You make something that you think is great, and it falls flat. You don't get a chance.
True.
So a friend of mine, he was on the board for a film festival, and he said, you know, I like to bring in someone that's on the other side of the camera trying to get in. And he called me in Los Angeles, and I got a couple of friends together, filmmakers that I know, and we said, okay, let us get in. And we wanted to offer filmmakers the same things that we wanted when we were submitting. You know, we were like, we just don't get the respect of, you know what I mean?
Correct.
You
No,
don't
I
get it.
understand.
So we were like, okay, now we're on the other side. And it was a vision that I said, I don't care how many people in the audience, as long as we have great product and great films.
That's so important.
And that was important. And it was just, we called people. We were able to get one of the Academy Award nominated films in that was nominated for.
Wow,
They
that's
came
incredible.
to our festival. And it's just this groundswell of independent artists that said, we're in.
And that's what you need. You bring the vision, and people catch the vision and run with it.
And they run with it.
It's so powerful.
Yes.
So
yes.
festivals don't just happen, Tim. They require money, resources, trust, and community buy-in,
Yes.
right? What was the hardest no that you heard in those early days, and how did you push past that no?
So the hardest no was you're talking to somebody and they're like, oh, I'm in, we're going to invest in this, we're going to invest, we're going to invest. And then right when you make the calls, brother AP, he knows everybody. And we say, AP, Keith David, we can get Keith David. Yeah, okay, can you take care of this and this and this? And somebody says, yeah, we'll take care of the flights. And then they say, we can't do it.
After they've committed to do so.
After they committed.
Yes.
After they committed. And going to a brother like AP, he says, look, man, that's my boy, let me talk to him. You know, when we get Leon here, that's my boy.
Relationships.
Leveraging
It's
relationships.
so important, right?
Yeah, so it was good pushing through that when you had somebody like him or us making calls to people that we know, and for that person that said no to see that.
That you have connections.
That you had connections.
So speaking of AP, you've built a media company in an industry where Black ownership is rare. How do you carry the pressure of making sure that our stories aren't watered down or exploited?
Well, we've waited for so long to be able to actually showcase what we do. If you're not really willing to work with us and be with us and do the hard things necessary to get the shows, we'll wait. We'll wait till we find somebody that does want to be a part of it. It's taken a long time. It was not easy. It's still not easy. But showing up on the sets of different actors' productions and holding up a script and saying, Leon, I want you to play Ike Turner. Or Queen Latifah, I want you to play Ike's mom.
Creative marketing.
Yeah,
I mean, love it.
They look at you.
Get the word out.
Yeah, they look at you like you lost your mind. You know, who are you? You know?
But they asked. That's important.
Yes.
Listen, I'm loving our conversation. We have to go to break. We call it our praise break.
Okay.
And we're going to come right back. Don't y'all go anywhere. We have Urban 360 in the house. We'll be right back. For the culture. Come on. Cassandra Show. I'm your host, Cassandra. And y'all, we have another great guest. You know, some stories don't start in the boardroom with suits and ties. They start on the block, where survival is the only strategy and the future feels like it ends at the corner. But what happens when someone takes that same grit, that same hustle, and flips it into something bigger? From the block to the boardroom isn't just about success. It's about transformation, sacrifice, and rewriting a story that was never supposed to end well. Today, we're diving into what it really takes to make that leap and the silent battles that come with it. Joining us to unpack this is the one and only Dr. J.R. McIntyre. Hey! You better come on. Hey, Dr. McIntyre. Good to see you. Please have a seat. Yes. Hello and welcome.
How you doing today?
I'm fantastic. How about you?
I'm great.
I love great.
Yes.
I hear you are the hood motivator.
Definitely, that's
Are
me.
you ready to dive into this?
Let's dive in.
Let's get it.
Let's get in.
So, on the block,
Yeah.
survival is the priority.
Right.
Quick money, fast moves, staying alive. What parts of that survival mindset helped you in business, and what parts did you have to completely unlearn?
Right. I learned the ambition, just understanding surveillance and observation of my surroundings and what kind of crowds I wanted to be in. And, my mother died of AIDS, so I quickly learned at 8 years old that, this world was cruel, and seeing it, she lived on Skid Row, so navigating through all that and all the gangs and stuff like that, and just putting that battery in my back. I had a strong black father, so he put that battery in my back and he kept me on the right tune,
I love that. He put a battery in your back and kept you on the right tune. You better
yeah,
go ahead,
yeah.
energize.
Yeah.
I'm energized, aren't y'all? My goodness. Now, what was the moment that you realized, I can't keep doing this the same way? Take us back to that turning point. What triggered it?
I went to jail before 9/11, before the towers fell, and was in county jail. And I said, I can't do this. My dad said always, he said, all the tough people are dead or in jail. So that quickly resonated with me. So after I got out the county jail, I joined the military.
Come on.
Yeah, and I did 14 years in the military. I did 3 deployments in Iraq and Afghanistan. Got a Bronze Star in combat. And I
Come
started
on.
firing. Yeah.
Yes. I just gotta say thank you for your service.
Thank you,
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Do you ever feel like the block is still in you when you walk into those polished rooms? Like people see your suit, but you still hear the echoes of where you came from?
Definitely. I always get asked, who taught you how to speak like that? What rhetoric did you learn that from, and how intellect? And
What rhetoric?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I said my father, he raised a businessman, he raised a speaker, he's a bishop. So at the end of the day, when I walk in there, I got a book coming out in October. It's called The Elephant, and it describes that feeling in every room I go into that I don't belong, but I belong.
Oh my goodness, that's powerful.
Yeah.
The elephant in the room.
Yes.
That's powerful.
Yes.
So we have something in common.
What you got?
I'm a PK too.
Oh, look at you.
Come on.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Listen, I don't know how we ended up with orange on and white sneakers. But come on now,
definitely.
I love the alignment.
We matching.
We're matching.
Yeah.
So when you stepped out of that old life and into the new you, what did it cost you? Friendships, family, identity?
Right. I mean, every level you have to lose a lot of situations, right? So I love a lot of people. I think one of my failures was loving too hard. So stepping into my gift, right? So God says everybody has a gift. So when I activated my gift in motivational speaking and life coach, I started to lose a lot of family and friends, and I continue to do that because you can't take everybody to every level that you have to go.
Scaling.
So you got to pivot and do what you have to do.
Yes.
And God says, hey, you know what? God gives me the best business plan, and I got to be obedient.
Amen.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
It's crazy to not listen to him
Right.
when he's saying it's time to move and
Right.
separate. My girlfriend used to tell me a story about scaffolding. It's like, you're building this building, you have the scaffolding on it, but when you get to the top, what you got to do? You got to drop the scaffolding.
Yep, you gotta let it
and
go.
everything that helped you go up is not what's going to continue to help you stay up.
Right, exactly.
As powerful.
Right.
So respect on the block looks different than respect in the boardroom.
Definitely.
How did you learn to navigate that shift, and which version of respect feels more authentic to you?
Well, my uncles and my dad always tell me, as for a black man, it's two things they can't take away from you is your military service and your education.
Come on now.
So once I got into the boardroom, I started to quickly understand that I still didn't belong because these people been doing this for years, and I just got out the military and they didn't want me here. So God snatched me out of the boardroom and said, you know what, you go full-time motivational speaking and life coach, and now I'm number 44 in the world.
In the world, y'all. Come on now. That is strong.
Yeah.
Congratulations to you.
Appreciate you.
Is that a long journey to get to where you are in your journey of wanting to be that person that goes out and motivates people?
Right, yeah. I mean, it's been my gift all along. I've been running from it. God said I went a long way, but I went the wrong way. So now I'm here, and I'm now here to shine my light. No little light. We was, church, this little light of mine. No, I got a big light.
You got a big light.
Big light, yeah.
Come on now. We're going to have to get rid of the little lights.
Yeah, no
y'all.
little lights, yeah.
Look, this big light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Oh, this big light of mine. Now, you got to help me sing it.
I'm going to let it shine.
The big light, come on.
This little light of mine. I'm going to let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it
shine. You better come on with a little big light.
Yeah, little
I
big
love
light,
that.
yeah.
So even with success, thank you, FTC.
Yeah.
So even with success, do you still battle like old demons, habits, fears, trauma from the block that try to follow you into your new life?
Definitely, always. Everything that I grew up and seeing my mother do in gangs and going to California, even with military. I did 55 months in combat, so I suffer with PTSD and TBI. So taking that with me to the boardroom and not understanding that taking business is not. You can't have emotion in it. And sometimes with your mental health, you got to correct that first before you step into that zone. So, yeah. So I struggle with that sometimes.
So where do you go to get the help that you need to be able to face those struggles?
That's what I asked my dad the other day, like, where do motivators go to get motivated? And, I go to God, I pray, and he's the first one I consult with. I cry in the shower. I talk to him because I know I'm one speech away from busting it wide open. So that's
I love that.
Yeah.
You cry in the shower.
Yeah.
Now, y'all know why we cry in the shower, right? Because the water.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So, doctor, there's a young man right now who feels stuck on the block, thinking the boardroom life is unreachable.
Right.
What would you say to him, not as a polished leader, but as someone who's lived both worlds?
Right.
What would you say?
I mean, I know it's cliche, but just don't give up. There's a space for you. God gave everybody a certain gift, and you just got to activate yours, right? A lot of social media people are following the wrong people, and God says activate yours. You don't have to follow that same path, but you can get out some way,
Yes.
And, when I was growing up in California, they told me don't go to the military. But now look at me. I got my 40 acres and more. So
Yes, he said he got his 40 and more.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that for you. So what's next for you?
I have a book coming out called The Elephant in October. And I have a global screenwriting thing in Los Angeles with the Los Angeles Tribune.
That's incredible.
And I'm speaking here in Orlando at the Men's Black Enterprise Mental Health Convention.
When is that?
That's in October.
In October.
Yeah.
Y'all, please check him out. Where can we find your information?
The Hood Motivator, THA, Hood Motivator with an 8, at Instagram, on YouTube, and on TikTok.
And on TikTok.
And LinkedIn too, I'm JR.
And LinkedIn.
Yes.
You better come on.
Yeah.
All of the platforms.
Definitely.
We've been talking about mental health this week and men, the way that they deal with it. A lot of people don't realize that men go through anxiety, depression, panic attacks, PTSD, all of those things. What advice would you give to people who are struggling and needing to find some tool to move forward?
Right. I have this speech called, you got to get in front of your ugly, and you just got to face your front. Like, being honest, me coming here today, the devil was messing with me, and I had to reprogram my mind right before I came on. The guy was like, just give it to me. You came here, you didn't make it here just by yourself.
Amen.
You give it to me, and you got to understand when something's wrong with you, especially, man, you got to speak up and say something is wrong, and then someone can prescribe you and get you the help. But prayer works, but prayer with no action, you can't do nothing.
Come on,
So
faith without works is dead.
yeah.
Come on, you got to do
You got
it.
to do the work.
Well, I am so happy that you pushed through and you were able to come out and share with us. I think no matter how successful we become in life, God gives us platforms that we did not ask for.
Right.
And so he gives them to us and we have to step in that place. And I just say, Lord, when I open my mouth, speak for me. Give me the words to say.
Right.
And I'm sure when you get into different situations, it's just like, what you want me to do, God?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
We're prepared, but we're also just purposed
Definitely.
to be in that space.
Yes, ma'am.
So thank you for sharing
thank
your
you. I'm
space
honored.
with
Thank
us.
you. Yeah.
Indeed. God bless you.
Yes.
All right. To all of our viewers out there, thank y'all so much for joining us. We know you could be anywhere, but you're here with us. And we will be back here tomorrow at 7 p.m. God bless you. For the culture. Let's get out of here.
Thank you so much. All right, now, everybody, come on. Y'all do this at home. Check me out. Just scan that QR code at the bottom of your screen. Because we've got so much more exclusive content for you right here only on the Sisandra Show. Thanks so much for tuning in, hanging out on the beautiful Camarosa set. And thanks for hanging out with our amazing guests. So, we'll be ready for you tomorrow. So y'all come on back tomorrow, same time, same place. Only on the Sisandra Show.